All right, it is Tuesday, November 21. I'm stopping for the day. It's 12:17, and this is where I'm documenting my journey with my Apex funding accounts. I'm currently up to my 27th evaluation. I haven't traded three of them yet. I just got them this week for the 90% off. Anyone that's looking to start using Apex or doesn't have a code yet and wants to, you can use this code for 90% off until November 28th. If not this code, use someone else's code, but use someone's code, to help someone out. And let's see. I'm just documenting my journey. I'm making some changes as I go. Today I was 1-0. I only took trades on three evaluation accounts. This one, and this one. And the top two, 22 and 23, are going to expire sometime next week. I got to check which day exactly. So, and then the number 24 was a free account that I won. So I'm going to trade those more aggressively over the coming days, especially leading up to the expiration for these two, and eventually just YOLO, pass or fail. And because I'm not going to, the thing is, the reason why I'm up to 27 accounts is because I'm not going to spend 80% cost on the renewal that happens next week when, I could buy a new account for the 90% off and get half the price of that 80% renewal. So that's why I'm up to 27 accounts. It'd probably be at like 15 or 16, I'm guessing, somewhere in that neighborhood. If there wasn't so many promotions for the 90%, where I cancel the 80% renewal to get the 90% price on a new account, which gives me a new number. Anyway, regardless, that's the plan, is either pass or fail these by the time they expire, because I'm not going to pay 80%. And this one is still good until December, like mid or early, maybe second week of December. And then I've got the three new evaluations that I need to start working on. And I have now 4 PA accounts. I lost my number 3 PA account yesterday, which was the first account I've lost, first PA account I've lost since I've gotten PA accounts. You can see I still have numbers 1, 2, 4, and 5. And today was a really not exciting day of trading. And my trade today was actually not even my strategy. Also, what I want to mention is I decided I'm no longer going to take Pat's entries. I'm still going to draw the channels, and I kind of made this change like a couple weeks ago, where I decided, if I'm going to draw the channels, I might as well start taking some Pat's, max Pat strategy, price action trading system. And since I had the channels, if I'm seeing a setup, I might as well take them. And if you haven't watched my videos yet, this is the result of 10 trades for me right here. 3 wins out of 10 trades. So 30%, not good. And to me, that, I'd already stopped trading that system for a few months because I was having, streaks where I do really good and then run into a streak like this where I'm 3 out of 10, and it would just, either blow up accounts or lose my profits that I'd made over the course of many weeks. And so I decided I wasn't going to trade it anymore. Well, I'm back to deciding I'm not trading it anymore. So I took away all of the individual setup stats, and I'm just going to leave for now my overall stats. And as a reminder, well, when I went back to Pat's, I was 3 out of 10. So, out of 52 trades, I'm 75% on my own NLTS strategy, and I'm only 3 out of 10 on Pat's. So I'd say that's a big enough difference and incentive for me to just continue working on my own strategy and developing it. Also, for anyone that doesn't know, I have another chart to the left of here that I don't show on YouTube that has the indicator I use that my strategy is based off of. I'm not trying to teach my strategy, nor should I, because I haven't been doing that great lately, and nobody should be trying to learn how to trade from me, and I should not be trying to teach anybody how to trade. And I'm not. I'm just documenting my journey and showing, how I do as I'm trying to develop my trading style, my strategy, and just to have it documented to see if I crash and burn or find a way to find success over time. And so overall, I'm 43 and 20 on YouTube for 68%, including today's trade, which was essentially a YOLO trade on the news. So let me show you the day. All right, so I started today about 650 was in here. We already had this big move down, and then when the market opened, it was just very slow and very rangy. No signals at all for my NLTS strategy. I do. Oh, by the way, so discretionary is my trade today. Want to know? Trading the news. Now, there's going to be times where I may try to, if I see a range like this, to just put a limit order at the bottom and see if it can pick me up and give me a scalp, or try to do things like that at the top. So I'm still practicing that. And at some point I might invoke that, but that's not really the strategy. So that will go into this discretionary. So anyway, it really was just sideways for a long time, an hour. It shot down, sideways again, it went up, sideways again, went up, and then just didn't kind of know what was going on here. Had two potential trades here for NLTS, a BT, which I haven't taken before. It's a new setup for me that I haven't committed to an actual trade yet. And then the LO that followed it. The reason why I didn't take it here was I already had this potential channel that had a break and a new high. And I had this one here that had a break and new high already. And we were getting close to what had been resistance in the opening price. And so I just wasn't confident to take a trade there. Would have worked. Both of them would have worked, as you see. And so really the only trade I took was I decided I was going to take these three evaluations that, I don't care if I blow up. And I decided to trade the news. I was hoping for some more movement. I really wanted to just pass or fail, honestly, especially the top two accounts. And the market just really didn't move. As we can see, this is now an hour and a half later, and this is all the bars we have. So I took a long. Here, let me put on I changed the leader count on the window, so let me put on the marks so we can see it. So here we go. So my entry was right here. What I had figured was we had this move up. I wasn't too sure about this down channel. It really probably isn't legitimate. Or maybe it's more like that. That actually makes more sense. So you already had a break sort of in a new low potentially. But I was more thinking we had this kind of yellow area where we traded inside of for the bulk of the day up until the news. And so I just figured that the top of it could be support. And I was playing for a retest of this high. And so when it was moving, I just had my stop way down here. I think I ended up, I don't know if I moved to under here or not. You can check out my live recording session. I'll post today as well. But when it just wasn't getting up there, I decided to move my stop up. And so where I got taken out of the trade is where I put my stop. And I was just trying to get a target of here ultimately, which was, not much more than what I got. I'd say I was probably trying to get an extra 1.25 or 2 points from what I did get at this point, because I just saw it wasn't moving enough to, stick around for it. And so I won that trade and did all of those on the ES, and that's all I did today. So I think that wraps it up. Let me think here. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything for my trading. The other thing I am just looking at is I put up an NQ chart, a 1050 tick NQ chart, and I'm just watching it. And I have another chart with my indicator on the left as well. And I just want to see, if I could potentially get setups on NQ. Because there's been so few setups on the ES and it's been so slow recently. Maybe I can bounce back and forth, and if I happen to look at the right time and catch a trade on NQ, maybe I'll start toying with that as well. I'm going to watch it for a while. I'm not going to quite switch to doing that yet, but it's a thought that I'm having to consider. So yeah, no more PATS trades. There will be over time some discretionary trades or situations where I'm just trying to YOLO an account to either pass or fail because it's expiring. I'll keep track of those under discretionary. Otherwise, I'm going to try to maintain just trading my NLTS strategy. And this is my overall YouTube, which includes today's YOLO trade on the news. And that's it. For anyone that's interested in getting Apex accounts, you can use the 90% discount code right here. Use this one or any other. Helps out me, or if you know someone else that you want to help out, you get a little kickback for anyone that uses it. And what else can I say? I've still got the 4 PAs. I'm gonna just try to trade smart with those, and in the evaluations, I'm gonna just try to trade them solid, but aggressive, but solid. The trick is for me is I do copy trade the PA accounts and the evals at the same time. So if I'm being a little bit more aggressive with my evals and I'm trading the PAs at the same time, it affects both, obviously. So what can you do? It's nice to get a little green today. It's just on evaluation, so it doesn't really matter. And these evaluations are more likely going to be dead than not, one way or the other. So I take this win with a grain of salt, and it wasn't any strategy. It was just purely instinct, and got enough to be right on that one today. But I'm still going to sort out and modify what I'm doing over time. And this is all about just following my journey in seeing if I can form a winning strategy, profitable strategy, consistent strategy that at the very least, hopefully I can become profitable on Apex. And maybe I'm blowing up accounts here and there or whatever. But if I can start receiving payouts and get more payouts than I pay for the accounts, then that's the game I'm trying to play. So I'm kind of inspired by Alpine Trader, honestly. I follow him, and I just like the game he plays. He uses NQ. He has a totally different trading style, but I do like the way he's trying to game the prop firm game, and it's just all about it's a numbers game, really. And it's you can blow up a lot of accounts, and you need not really a whole lot of payouts to come out ahead. So I'm working towards trying to get to that. But anyway, I think that's enough for today. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. If you haven't watched my live recording of my trading session today, jump over there when that's posted. It takes a little bit longer because the video is longer, obviously. But you'll be able to see my one trade for the day. And hopefully this can be the start of some green days to come. We have a lot of days off coming up. Thursday and Friday are both half days for the Thanksgiving holiday. So I'm not going to trade either one of those days. And those 2 days counts as 1 day traded, as far as I know, for Apex and for your brokerage account. So I won't be back till Monday after tomorrow, but I will be here tomorrow trading one more day, and that'll be the end of the week for me. So not much trading days coming up, and then we get into the December Christmas, New Year's holiday, and I'll be on vacation for 1 week in there. So gonna be missing out on a ton of trading. So I'm gonna have to be more aggressive with my evaluations, and maybe I'll just turn off my PA accounts at some point, concentrate on evaluations, even try to get some more backups, and then I can be more aggressive with the PAs following that maybe. So I'll kind of adjust as I go, and that's it for me for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back at it tomorrow.